What is up, you guys? It's Bobby, and fresh off the heels of our healthy Costco haul, we're gonna follow that up with a Trader Joe's healthy haul. Probably one of my top 3 favorite grocery stores. We're gonna get in there and show you my top 10 favorite healthy items here at Trader Joe's, and about 5 or so items that I don't really like here. Either way, it's gonna be really fun. I hope we don't get kicked out because I know there's a lot more people walking around here than at Costco, and there's a good chance we might get kicked out, but let's get in there and check it out. All right, I love this aisle because it has so many pantry staples that are absolutely gold. First and foremost is the coconut milk. All right, the coconut milk here is a phenomenal price. For my dollar, I go for the full fat coconut milk. We talked about this during my Costco haul. The reason why I like the Trader Joe's a little better is because if I turn around to the ingredients, there's one ingredient, organic coconut milk. The light version of this is the same thing, but it has water. So it's watered down. So yes, it has less calories and less fat, but you're paying for water. The thing is, the version over at Costco and other ones have emulsifiers in it, such as guar gum or xanthan gum. So the price is exactly the same per can as Costco, but I like this one better. Now, staying here, this is a relatively new product here. All right, check this out. This is raw apple cider vinegar with the mother. I think everybody knows about Bragg's apple cider vinegar, but Bragg's is $3.50 to $4 per 16 ounces. This is the same size and it's only $2.49. The cool thing is, that's the mother in there. It's a bacteria that's added to the apple cider to turn it sour and make it into vinegar. The advantage of buying this is that you get the probiotic benefit of the mother, which is really good for your immune system and good for your gut. So even though it looks dark and murky, this is what you want to get, and the price is the best I've ever seen here. Now, coming over here, nuts. Nuts are a no-brainer here. The interesting thing I found on my research was that it's not that much more expensive to buy nuts here versus at Costco. So a 1 pound bag of raw almonds here is $4.49. The same price per pound at Costco is $4. So you're just paying a little more, but you're not buying, I think it's like a 4 pound bag there, where you might not eat all that, but this you can definitely go through. And Dessi and I have the most amazing recipe for keto fat bread and keto bagels. And we use these macadamia nuts. Macadamia nuts, was that guy looking at us pretty hardcore? We're for sure gonna get kicked out of here. It's just a question of how far we can get through this video before they kick us out and we have to go to the next one in Chicago. Macadamia nuts are expensive. We use these to make our fat bread, but here at Costco or here at Trader Joe's, it's the best price. It's $9.99 for a 10-ounce bag. Costco doesn't even have it. Price on Amazon is more expensive. So if you want to make this keto fat bread recipe that we have, this is the place to buy it. You can get roasted and unsalted or roasted salted. Either one's fine. All right, let's move on and maybe be a little bit more inconspicuous. Otherwise, we're getting kicked out. Oh, here, right here. Perfect. We don't eat too much gluten at home. And this is a relatively new gluten-free pasta that I have here at Trader Joe's. It's made from yellow lentils and brown rice. And it's one of the best gluten-free pastas I've had. The texture is al dente and very toothsome, like regular pasta made with wheat. It doesn't get soggy or goopy, and it kind of reminds me of my favorite pasta that I get at Italy called Garofalo, but it's $6 for a package there. Here it's only $2.99. So if you want a gluten-free pasta that's actually good, check that one out. Oh, down here. Speaking of pasta, once you buy that pasta and you need a sauce, when you're buying canned tomatoes, this is what you want to look for. Always buy San Marzano tomatoes. They're more expensive. All right, check it out. It's $3.49 for a 28-ounce tin versus, you might be like, oh, I'll just buy these. These are cheap for $1.99. The flavor really is so much better with these because they're grown in Naples, Italy, in the shadows of Mount Vesuvius. What happened there many, many years ago? Vesuvius blew up, and it killed many, many people, which is horrible, but it enriched the soil with lots of volcanic ash, and they make, hands down, the best tomatoes and the best tomatoes for making sauce ever. So even though it's twice the price, San Marzano tomatoes are the best. I think I did see they might be a little cheaper at Aldi or even Target, but they have them here at Trader Joe's. Splurge because it's the bomb, and I have a recipe for my homemade marinara sauce with wine, honey, and capers. I'll put the link down below. It's awesome.
Did you just laugh to jump the whole city?
Because it enriched all of our lives with delicious tomatoes, Art. Come on. Oh, wait, stick going. Here we go. Avocado oil. If you watched my Costco video that Art and I did last month, this is my favorite brand of avocado oil. Costco got rid of it. They replaced it with one that's not nearly as good. This is a great avocado oil because it's cold pressed and extra virgin. But look at this price, Art. It's $8.99 for 16.9 ounces. That is the worst price ever. While I do love this avocado oil, don't buy it here. Buy it at Walmart or Aldi. All right, so Art, a lot of people like these cauliflower crust pizzas, and they are really good because they're gluten-free. But a lot of people also think they're low in carbs, but if you look, Art, at the back here, they actually have a significant amount of carbs because of the cornstarch, potato starch, and corn flour. And if you want to put that in context, I kind of compare it to this normal pizza crust here. A whole pizza crust here has about 100 carbs. This actually has more than 100 carbs. So yeah, it's gluten-free. It's nowhere near keto, and it has more carbs than the wheat potato or the wheat pizza crust. So just something to keep in mind, and the same is true, if you come over here, Art, to the cauliflower gnocchi. So I get messages on the Flav City Instagram all the time about these. Are they keto? They're not keto. Turn them around. Cassava flour, also known as tapioca starch, and potato starch. So they are lower in carbs compared to the potato gnocchi they have in the shelf one aisle over, but keep in mind, they're loaded with starch. So if you're trying to be low carb, you can't make those. Dessi and I do have a low carb keto gnocchi on our YouTube channel and our blog that uses almond flour and cheese and egg. That is delicious. All right, one more thing before we leave the frozen aisle. I love to get these here, frozen acai packets, or Art, how do you pronounce them? Acai. It's not acai. But a lot of people think acai is loaded with sugar. But Art, if you turn around, tell me what the sugar content says right there.
Can't read it. 1 gram.
It's a 0. 0 grams. Yeah. So when you see acai drinks and stuff at stores, they pump them full of refined sugar. But if you get the raw, pure product, there's 0 sugar, very minimal carbs. We're talking 3 net carbs per packet. So pop this in the blender with almond milk or coconut milk, almond butter, frozen berries, blend it up. That's the base of your acai bowl. Then put all the hipster ingredients on top, like chia seeds and hemp hearts and coconut flakes and fruit. You have a homemade DIY acai bowl that costs $1 as opposed to like $10. So this is one of the best deals. I think they have it at Costco too, but check the back and make sure you're buying acai without the sugar. Otherwise, it's just candy. All right, so one thing I don't like to buy here is ghee. As much as I love cooking with ghee and putting it over popcorn and going on the couch and watching Netflix, this is $3.99, and I don't know what kind of butter they're using. It's definitely not grass-fed, it's not organic. It could be the crappy butter. So if that's the case, I can just buy this butter here at Trader Joe's and use half of this packet, which costs $1.50, and make the same quantity of ghee. Or better yet, I can buy this Kerrygold Irish butter that's grass-fed, which is really good quality. Make 8 ounces of ghee for $3.19 versus $3.99 for the crappier butter. And I say crappier because it's probably cows that are not roaming outside eating grass. They're eating GMO corn, whereas this are pasture-raised, grass-fed cows. All you have to do to make ghee is put it over medium heat, make sure it doesn't cook too high, and after about 12 minutes, the milk fat will separate from the milk solids. If you're lactose intolerant or you can't handle dairy, you can eat ghee because all of the lactose and casein has been burned away in the form of milk solids, and all you have left is the pure milk fat. So try making it at home. I have a recipe I'll put down below that is dead easy. Use good butter and you're good to go. Hey, back to this aisle real quick because I forgot a few products. Number one is coconut amino acids. These can get pricey if you're looking for a soy sauce substitute. Basically, it's the sap from the coconut blossom, much like you would make sap from the maple tree to make maple syrup. It's low carb, it's soy free, it's gluten free, and it's a great replacement to soy sauce. And it has a sweet and salty flavor. I use it in my keto cauliflower fried rice with chicken meal prep. It's the bomb. And I think this is a new product here. I've never seen fish sauce before at Trader Joe's, and it's legit. It's from Vietnam, and it just has a couple ingredients. Fish. So how they make fish sauce is kind of weird. They stack a bunch of little fish on top of each other, salt them, let them ferment, and then squeeze the heck out of them and get all the juice out of there. It's an umami bomb, one of those things, but it's probably one of those things you don't want to think about. You just want to use a few dashes and like stir fries and Asian sauces. It adds a ton of flavor. Let's go on to another do not buy. It's Trader Joe's tahini. This could be the single worst tahini on the market. Dessi and I were in Jordan and in Israel a few months ago. We learned all about tahini. Tahini is supposed to be loose and runny and pourable. This is thick as can be, like peanut butter would be, and it's bitter. This is the opposite of what tahini should be, and it's very expensive. It's, what is it? $3.69 for 10 ounces. Go to Whole Foods, get the 365 brand organic tahini. It's from Israel. Or go to an Arabic store or Middle Eastern store in any neighborhood. It's going to be 10 times better than this. This makes the worst hummus ever. I used to buy this thinking it was good. Then I went to the Middle East. Game changer. All right, we don't eat that many cheeses at home because we try to be low in dairy, but there's two cheeses, especially one that I love buying here. It's Pecorino Romano. It's a little cheaper than its sister, Parmesan cheese. It's a sheep's milk cheese from Rome, and it's absolutely salty and nutty. And the reason why we eat it and why I grate it over pastas and everything is because even though Dessi and I are a little sensitive to lactose and dairy, when you have aged cheeses like Pecorino and Parmesan, the lactose and the casein are actually almost eliminated completely because the sugar is eaten by the lactic acid. So you can eat this cheese and not be affected by it. Whereas if you got like a cheddar or a goat cheese, you're going to be in serious problem because it has a ton of casein and lactose. But all that stuff gets eaten away, and the sugar gets eaten away and converted to lactic acid. So grated cheeses only come in also at about 20 calories and 1.5 grams of fat per tablespoon, which means you can go crazy over that pasta and not even worry about it. All right, I almost forgot because I didn't realize they keep crackers in the frozen aisle here, but these are delicious. I think these Norwegian crisp bread crackers are getting really popular because I saw the sample lady at Costco give them out last week. But they're gluten-free, they're relatively low carb, and they're just loaded with seeds and nuts. So if you look, Art, at the ingredients, sunflower seeds, oat flakes, sesame seeds, rice bran, a little bit of honey. They're delicious. They're crispy, really nutty. If you're looking for a gluten-free cracker that is lower in carbs, we're talking 3 net carbs per cracker, and each cracker is pretty big. This is what you want to get. Just good luck finding it at Trader Joe's because at the other one, it's in the other aisle, and this one's up here. All right, I almost forgot to show you guys this, everything but the bagel seasoning. Dessi has keto bagels and keto frap bread that we sprinkle this on top before making it. It's awesome because even though you could technically make this at home, I mean, look, the ingredients are sesame seeds, salt, minced garlic, and minced onion and sesame seeds. I doubt you have all those and want to mix it. Go easy on this stuff. It's a little on the salty side, but if you sprinkle this on homemade bread or keto bread recipes, it is the bomb. The other spices I generally don't buy here because I don't like buying stuff that's already in the glass that's been sitting for a long time. If you live in a big city or if you have a Whole Foods with a bulk section by your home, go there. You can buy spices by the ounce that are very, very fresh, and they haven't been sitting on the store shelves for like months and months. I keep coming back to this aisle. Even though it's really small, they have everything here. The one thing they have is almond flour, which you don't want to buy here because look at this price, Art. It's $7.50 per pound. If you watched our Costco haul video, it's only $4 a pound there. It's actually $7 a pound in Whole Foods. So like mind-blowing to me. the price of almond flour here at Trader Joe's is the worst. Dessi and I have recipes for keto biscuits and keto pita breads that are unbelievable. So use that, but not the almond flour here. And then Art, just noticed this. This is shelf-stable whipping cream. And there's just 2 ingredients. It's cream and carrageenan, which actually comes in handy during like a storm.
Can't film in the store.
Not for a vlog or anything?
No, I'm sorry.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like the only real rule we have.
Really? Oh, that's a bummer. Okay.
Apologize.
Oh, no worries.
I know your intentions are good.
Yeah, yeah.
Stuff. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. No, thanks.
Thank you.
All right, it was bound to happen. They started to look at us like, what are these guys doing? And we got kicked out. But luckily, there's another Trader Joe's like 10 minutes from here. And we got to finish this video, baby. This is going to be epic. We're almost done. So let's hop in the car, finish this thing proper. All right, last but not least is organic and grass-fed ground beef. It's very hard to find both. And labeling is really tricky these days. A lot of times something is grass-fed for most of its life, and then the last 6 months, it's grain-finished. And when you do that, you pretty much reverse all of the grass-fed benefits. So always look for 100% grass-fed or grass-finished. So this is pretty impressive, and it's only $6 a pound, whereas grass-fed, grass-finished beef at Whole Foods is $10 a pound. But keep in mind, it's not USA beef. It's South American beef, but it's still grass-fed, and they do have good beef down there. Now, Art and I were just talking about beef, and this is a section we don't really like over here, the beefless section, or the alternative to beef. Okay, beefless ground beef is confusing enough, but if you look at the ingredients here, like, I wouldn't want to eat this. Soy protein, guar gum, cane syrup, caramel coloring. It's okay to be meatless, but you can do a lot better just buying really good quality tofu and making your own beefless ground beef as opposed to buying that crap. Oh, yes, this too. Whereas in the frozen aisle here, they have grass-fed beef, but it doesn't say 100% or grass finished. So my guess is this is grain finished. So stay away from the grass-fed beef in the frozen aisle and buy the fresh one that is grass finished. All right, you guys, that is it. We got kicked out of a Trader Joe's. But all in all, we only had to go to 2 stores. Pretty good. So hook us up, share this video, subscribe to our channel. If you want to see more hauls, let me know. I'm thinking Aldi's, I'm thinking Walmart, but just let us know. Check out my Costco video haul streaming below us right now. But I will see you soon. Until then, hashtag keep on cooking, and let's get the heck out of here before we get kicked out again.